Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second day of live broadcasting of the Orange Blossom Championship live from Orlando, Florida. Actually, we're just north of Orlando, Florida, in Altamont Springs, Florida, San Lando Park Center. We're starting our broadcast early today. We're going to get on about 1 hour early and bring you the second set of the men's over 40 C division between number 4 seed David Hart and Jon Betzler. David Hart's in red with the white bandana. Across the court in gray, that's Jon Betzler. He won the first set pretty easily, 6-2. And we're starting our second set. So I want to thank everybody who came and watched our three matches that we televised yesterday. So we're in for a good day of tennis here on Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Altamont Springs, Florida, just north of Orlando. Still cool this morning, not too hot. It's a great day for tennis. Nice recovery from David to force Joe into the error. Nice shot from Jon Betzler at the net with the short drop shot from David. It's 15-all. 30 love. Second service. David's going to send that just long 40 love. Excuse me, Joe. Joe's going to, a chance for Joe to hold serve here. Second service. Just on the line. Easy service game for Joe Betzler. Both players stay on serve. In the second set, one game apiece. So this is going to be our first tournament of the year that features the over 40 division. Not many tournaments feature the over 40 division. The player base is not as large as the under 40s, if you can call it that. But it's good that these players have an opportunity to still play competitively. I'm sure if you follow the Pro Tennis Tour, you know folks like John McEnroe and the rest of them are actually playing in a somewhat similar over 40s tournament as well, staying still active. And the GLTA mimics that. This is a GLTA sanctioned event. The Gay and Lesbian Tennis Alliance has over 10,000 active members, 64 tournaments across the United States and 5 continents, making it the largest gay and lesbian tennis organization in the nation. And they follow a pro world tour schedule. So lots of opportunity for those folks who are into competitive tennis to participate and play. If you go to their website at glta.net, you can find out all the latest tournaments that are coming up, and news and information in the tennis community. It's a fantastic website. I encourage you to check it out. A lot of people are asking me when are the archives are going to be up. I only have one short downtime day before we head up to New York to our next broadcast, which is going to be the New York Indoor Soccer Classic at Chelsea Pier in New York City. So I am going to try to get some of the archives up on my only down day that I have. And then I have to get in the car and head for the nice long drive up to New York City. Me and my partner Adrian are going to be filming and streaming live that soccer tournament. It's going to be exciting. Our first soccer tournament of the match. Of the broadcast season. It's going to be fantastic. Hosted by the New York Ramblers. And that's coming up on April 6th. Broadcast is going to begin at noon and go all the way to 10 p.m. That's coming up on April 6th, our next broadcast.
Thanks, Joe. That helps me out. This is another Joe. Yeah, my Joe. No, I'm just saying. Another Joe. The Joe.
15 love. We're in the second set. Joe's serving down 1-2. After a rocky start, David finds himself in a good position here. After having been run ragged by Joe in the first set. It's 30 love. Joe with the forehand error into the net is 30-15. The miss hit from David off the edge of the racket, 40-15. (40-30). Nice backhand slice from Joe. Catches David by surprise. Can't get up to it in time. He holds serve or even at 2 games apiece. This is the men's over 40 division. Quarterfinals. Singles. Between number 4 seed David Hart in red. Jon Betzler in blue. David's going to send that just long as love 15. Nice overhead smash from Joe. Love 30. Second service. Mishit volley from Joe. Sends it just long. 30-15. Another drop shot from Joe, making him run all over the net, all over the court. A little frog on the court. If anybody's ever been out to San Lando Park, it's a pretty wooded area out here. Trees everywhere, squirrels, frogs, birds, you name it. All kinds of wildlife around here. So, quick respite from both players. The frog has left the court. Another drop shot from Joe. Able to break David's serve. Go up 3-2. Players take a break. You're watching live coverage of the Orange Blossom Tennis Championship, San Lando Park in Altamont Springs, Florida. This live broadcast is made possible by a lot of fantastic sponsors that we definitely want to give credit to. We want to thank the Orange Blossom Tennis Association, who's the host of this event, for being a sponsor of the live broadcast. You can visit their website at www.theobta.com. We also want to thank our corporate sponsor, M. Garzon Fashions. Play hard, look good, got you covered. mgarzonfashions.com and the South Florida Tennis Club, host of the May Spring Fling doubles tournament May 4th and 5th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we want to thank them for their generous support of the CC Sports Network, where diversity lives. If you've been following the CC Sports Network since May of last year, you know this is our live web streaming project. Our goal is to travel the country, bring you the best in the gay and lesbian sports experience. Tennis is our flagship sport. We started with the Sunshine Cup in May in 2012, and we have been given a lot of attention to the GLTA tournament because they have so many fantastic games and tournaments. We have made tennis our flagship sport. So we had the Sunshine Cup last year. We had the 25th Annual Peach International Tennis Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia. We had the Indy Classic 9 in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we had the 10th Annual Las Vegas Fall Classic. And that was all in 2012. Our 2013 broadcast season started us in Miami at the Art Deco Open at the Crandon Park Tennis Center. If you're a big tennis fan, you know that the ATP Sony Ericsson was at the Crandon Park Center. That's where we filmed the Art Deco Open. In February, we moved north up to Fort Lauderdale for our first clay court tournament, the Clay Court Tennis Classic. And then we moved on to March here in Orlando for the Orange Blossom Tennis Championship. But tennis is not going to be our only sport. Like I said, April 6th, in just a short week, we feature our first soccer tournament, New York Indoor Soccer Classic. In October, the Circle City Fest volleyball tournament. I know the volleyball guys are extremely excited about being on the live broadcast. Jen is the tournament director down in Indianapolis, and she is stoked about our cameras coming down there to film the tournament. And I am so looking forward to that. And if anybody has ever been involved in the volleyball tournaments in the gay community, they know there's some amazing athletes and amazing competitive play. And we hope to bring you more volleyball tournaments this year as well. We're also in talks with the National Gay Flag Football League to also bring one of their tournaments as well. So a lot of sports to cover, a lot of things we want to bring you here on the broadcast. Super excited about the 2013 broadcast season. Love 30, nice shot from Joe right on the line. Second service. Sending that just wide. Joe loves coming into the net. You can tell that he enjoys the net play and is very successful at it. David Hart serving. And lands right on the line. Nice shot from David. Just over Joe's head. And Joe's a pretty tall guy. If you're going to lob him, you got to get your lob pretty high. And that was an excellent example of really getting over his head. The mishit backhand, but he's able to keep it in using his height to his advantage there. Once again, the backhand slice low into the ground. David can't get up to it. Although Joe's been pretty consistent about dropping those balls short, David needs to realize that. Maybe come into the net more often, expecting that type of play from him. Once again, nice approach shot. Yes, I did.
I know that is total video cam.
Total.
I was like, this is gonna be good. He's gonna have fun with that one. I told you SAG after, right?
That's right, you did. You know how to do it right. David's a SAG actor. He told me earlier, so he definitely knows the showmanship on the court. A little frog action with a little bit of our showmanship. 4-3, Joe Betzler. Ahead in this match. Second best, 2 out of 3. This is the quarterfinal match of the over 40 men's single division. between number 4 seed David Hart and Jon Betzler. Joe took a commanding lead in the first set, 6-2. David has slowly been able to work himself back into the second set, although Joe still holds the lead with one break at 4-3. First service. Nice shot from Joe at 15 love. Tried to do that backhand approach to the net, but he didn't get it deep enough. Found himself in trouble and slowly started to back up to the baseline. If you're going to do the approach to the net and try to do the net play, you got to get that ball deep, push that player way behind the baseline. And the ace from Joe, 30 love. It's 30 love. Joe serving. Dave's going to send that long, 40 love. Sends it deep. Joe's able to go ahead 5-3 in the second set. David needing to hold serve here to stay in the match. Second service. Nice shot from Joe again. A short dropper over the net. Love 15. Joe sends that long. It's 15 all. Nice shot from Joe, recognizing once again that his shot was not deep enough. Almost caught in no man's land, so he backed up, put himself immediately back on the baseline. Not to put himself in danger. A lot of beginning players make that same mistake and float around in no man's land and get caught and lose the point. Very good court awareness from Joe. Double match point here for Jon Betzler. Backhand slice. Catches David by surprise again. A favorite of Joe. But Joe makes the mistake. 30-40. That backhand and forehand slice that Joe's been doing all match long has been taking David completely off. That ball hits that court, makes that bounce, and he has a hard time recovering to it. Into the net to put away. Joe puts it away. Congratulations go to Jon Betzler, winning the men's over 40 singles. 6-2, 6-3. So this was the quarterfinals match of the C division, men's over 40. Congratulations go to Jon Betzler. He beats number 4 seed David Hart 6-2, 6-3 in our first broadcast match of the day. We're going to take a quick break as we set up for the next match. You're watching live continuing coverage of the 2013 Orange Blossom Tennis Championship. We're live here from San Lando Park, Altamont Springs, Florida. Stay tuned. We got more great tennis in store for you. Thanks for joining us.